Today we present about real-time object tracking in panoramic video stream is a live stream. So hopefully you will enjoy it, and I'm really sure that it will really cool topics. And so first of all, I will introduce some computer vision application now. And as you know that we usually use the phone to take panorama photos, right? But you rarely see that we use this to capture panorama video. It's really hard. So as you know that you see Google Maps, they have a street view, and they implement 360 degrees camera on their cars or on the back package, and we travel everywhere and take a lot of photos, and then later on they stick this image offline when they put on the computers. And the other thing is recently Facebook also released some 360 degree videos, but it requires a lot of hardware system. So yeah, that's how cool computer vision is now. So, and it will have a lot of potential in the future. So I move next to the hardware system that I built in this project. So as you can see here, on the left is a camera system is similar to this, and the laptop that I'm running. And the other system that I also built is IP cameras, which is not connected by USB, and it can send a lot of videos to the laptop, and then it can everywhere. So I can see and can capture the videos everywhere. So we go deeply into how we set up the camera system. As you can see, the diagram here is similar to what I set up there. So in camera we have about angle about 33 degrees, and in camera can have about the view have 75 degree of range of view. And you see the purple region here is an overlap region. So we have to have the overlap region for the cameras because that have the techniques of finding features and matching feature in the future. In the next couple of slides, I will introduce. So, and the video, the camera I use here is a CVO camera from Microsoft, and it can capture about 640 by 840 480 resolution and 30 frames per second. So we move next to the software I use in this project. It's very complicated. I spent a whole semester one in setting up this one and this one. If you download the OpenCV only, it's only run on CPU. But I would like it to run it on GPU to make it accelerate the image processing. So I built it, and one note is I only use 2-point version. 3-point version and try to optimize to use it, but it's complicated and there's many algorithms and functions in there. So the next thing I use is Arduino board. Arduino board, I use it to control the servo motor to take on the 4 camera. What is the 4 camera doing? The 4 camera doing is tracking object. It can rotate, so even the project there is rotate there and keep recording. So, and the Visual Studio I use to help building the library for OpenCV with NVIDIA and the whole software for this project. So we move next to stitching image. Stitching image, why we have to know about stitching image? Stitching image is really important because in this project, the requirement is about stitching video. But basically, video is comprised of a lot of, like for example, 1 second of video has about 25 frames or to 30 frames, and it have many photos. So we need to know about how to stitch an image. So to test it, I use my iPhone to take a screenshot, to take photos at different angle, at quad angle, and you see this, how I stick the video, image. And in OpenCV, I use the function, I use the class, they have the built-in class called Stitcher. And I use their function, their built-in function. I'm not writing. I use that to stick these photos, and I test at different resolution as well. So we have to look at the pilot. In the pilot, we have 2 main important things. It's a registration and composition. The important part is kind of blurry. So finding features is the most important thing, and warping image is the 2 things to produce from here to there. It's the input image, a lot of image, and it's the final panorama. So to help you understand more about this, I go through filter detection and matching filters. They comprise three main steps. There's the filter detection. So if you have a photos like this, it detects which is the points, like what is the difference between image and image. So it detects a lot of points, and then it describes what it is, what a radian, what the contrast, what the sharpness of the points. Basically, they have three main techniques of stitching of filter detection. This one is line detection. So if you have a lot of lines in the photos, it detects the lines. And this one is ad detection. So if you send in the photos, it detects the ad of the photos. I will talk about matching feature and feature tracking later on. It's so important as well. So we move to matching features. In this one, I only use the point feature. As we said before, I use we have many like ad detection, line detection, but I use point detection in this project. So what it is, so this one and this one is two similar objects at different angle. And how it detects, first of all, it detects the ad, like the corner or something, and it compares which one is similar. So if you have an overlap, before I have the purple region of overlap region, in this region, I have similar thing like this, and then it warping together. And another thing that I would like to introduce you is bundle adjustment. So if I send you hundreds of photos, how can you know about which photos go together? It's hard, right? So here, it's like a set of photos. What the bundle adjustment in OpenCV doing is, it's allocate the photos, like this one match with this one match with this one, Hilbert matching. So, and then it allocated to different photos. Then it will generate automatically the final panorama. It looks like that's the final product, right? So we move to warping image. Why we have to understand about warping image? Warping image is important because what you see here is a 2D slide, 2D screen. So, but basically, what this one doing is it's capturing like 3D video. So how to make a 3D video like the view on the 2D? So you have to deform the video stream. So instead of straight, you have to bend it, and then it looks like 3D. So it's the 3D display on 2D. Yeah. So this one is we call planetary, like plan warping, and this one is cylindrical or spherical warping. Yeah. So GPU, I compare CPU and GPU as well. So as you see here, GPU run faster than. The more pixel you run, you also need like a lot. And I quick the difference between CPU and GPU. Yeah, it's a follows a lot of matrix, right? So we use GPU because GPU they process the pixel in parallel, while the CPU process in sequentially. So generating panorama video, how? Like I said before, so if we can do the stitching image function as fast as possible, so we can get it. Like 30 millisecond per function. So we put in the while loop and then we run it as fast as possible. So I have a video for you about object detection in panorama video. So this is a red object, and this is a panorama. So you can see it's very sensitive, but the object detection just nearly developed, but not really fully developed. So we'll move next to the next video. This one I call object tracking. So the four camera working operate like it's steering, and it's tracking the real object, the real circle object. Yeah, it's quite fast one. So the next thing is streaming video. So I stream this video through another laptop, like I stick it on one laptop, and as you can see, it's live streaming, everything live. Yeah. So, yeah, conclusion is this is final product. I made it and it's fully supported, and tracking object in real-time panoramic is possible. So I'm really happy to get this. But streaming needs to be improved. And future works generating 360 degree, having more cameras, and improve object and human detection. I haven't put in any human detection yet, but it's gonna easy. Improve the mobility of system. Now we still need to connect a lot of wires. We cut off wires and then we use IP cameras. And finding better techniques for streaming panoramic video. Okay, yeah, question.
Questions to Mr. Long?
Yeah.
Are you using the fourth camera for any detection, or is that moving this as a function of the tracking from the other ones?
Yeah, that's a good point. So these three cameras, gonna do the job like it keep standing there forever, not moving. So it keep recording 300 like panorama video,
yeah.
and this camera gonna receive the signal from this one. Like if you send an object here, it know where it is.
Yeah.
So it send a signal to servo motors,
Yeah.
and it's steering to there.
Okay.
Yeah. The four camera just recording.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
How did you select the angular spacing between the cameras? You put
Oh,
30
that's a good
degrees.
point. So you just testing. So you can put anywhere. You can put anywhere. Yeah, I can run the live stream now. You can see it's a live one. So as you can see, it's quite fast to run. Yeah. It's a live stream. Everything live stream. So yeah, as you said, it's hard to choose before I figure out. First of all, I put two cameras close together, then I bend more. I think we have to calculate it. Yeah.
I have another question. With the stitching, if it works out the overlap like from the first frame, from then on, can it just like do it with less processing, as in it knows where to map the pixels?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a tricky of this project. So, because the camera I set up is stationary forever, right?
Yeah.
So I tested, because if we keep matching filters, I measure the time. As you can see here, that's huge running of time. Like and I estimate which one run a lot of time, like which one consume a lot of time. It's a matching filter and feature detection, like you said. There's no point that we need to match and finding features again and again.
Yeah.
Because the camera is stationary forever. For this system, like for the phone, when you're steering like this, you need to keep finding features because it's changing the angle and it's changing the feature of the photos.
Yeah.
But our photo is stationary there for quite a while. It's kind of hard to explain just in a few slides because I explained it about 30 pages in one thesis.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for someone new to understand.
Okay, so we have to have, if there's one more question, short one.
Yeah.
Who's the last question?
Is the third camera not working?
Oh, because I don't have enough USB port.
Oh.
I only have two USB.
That's it. Next question.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, hardware limitations.